Hello.
Oh, hello, Ben.
We're having a flashback back to the days when I recorded your stuff because you couldn't be asked or couldn't. I can't remember.
Yeah, one or the other.
What what?
I think we tried and it didn't really work out, didn't we?
Well, I think
Um,
you wanted a bit more control over your stuff, and it seemed fairer. So,
yeah, I think that was it. We've hit a snag with this particular game.
which
Star
is
Trek Voyager Elite Force. The snag being that when I try and record at my end, for some fuck knows why reason, it's very sluggish on the actual recording.
yeah, and it seems fine on mine. So I guess
Just for your comfort at home, everyone. Uh, we've done that. So we've got two options today. We can either do a virtual Voyager, which is a tour of a ship,
Mm.
or we can start the story. Flip a coin, Ben.
All right.
I haven't got a coin, so actually,
Well, why don't we do a tour of the ship?
all right,
Seeing
let's
as
do
I'm
that.
recording, and then we can get into the full playthrough once you've got your arse in gear.
Well, maybe I can't.
Well, maybe this
There's
is
no
the only
guarantee.
one we'll do, and then we'll jump into something else. But yes, we're on
Yeah,
the
so
Starship Voyager.
we are indeed.
Wow.
Look at that window. Look at this lovely window we've got in our quarters.
Oh yeah, they're all like that. When is this set?
This is set sometime what before they have got back to Earth.
How long before?
I don't know. It tells us in the story.
Right.
Stardate 53840.
I don't know what that means. I never learned star dates.
Oh, hang on. Stardate 53858.23. Based on this, I would say that it's just before the end of the game or just after the end of the game.
Okay.
It's got to be just before the end of the game because of all this. This is all setting from the game itself.
I wonder if this is in that little pocket. I don't think it is. That one of my favourite Voyager episodes, where they're in the little pocket of space and have to form a little alliance to get out.
No,
No. Okay, that was a great
I
episode.
love how you can see the world box though. I'd never noticed that before.
You can see
See the
what?
corner right there, but the corner right there where the lines meet to the picture that make up the walls.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go through this door. We're gonna bump into Seven of Nine.
Ah.
She's gonna talk to us. I can't skip this. Do.
Well, should we talk a bit about Star Trek?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to point out this is actually Jerry Ryan talking.
I know it's great.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I watched a couple of episodes of DS9 that happened to be on, um, and that feeling of sadness you get when a show ends that you really really loved.
Mm.
I got that hit again. It was just the same as when I finished the actual show, and I remember thinking, bloody hell, DS9 really is fucking awesome. And
She's the
Voyage,
love interest in the story, by the way.
right? I'm not sure I'm wild about Voyager. It's
Oh, what's wrong with Voyager?
well, it's not really its own thing. They wanted a TNG clone, the studio, but it shouldn't have been. I've always said that TNG should have been about what?
Sorry, name me humanoid life form.
Yeah, that's impersonal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always said that Voyager should have been Federation ideals in this strange new world, and they have to build an alliance and stuff like that. It shouldn't have been dark. It should have been the triumph of the the Star Trek ideals and things like that. Um, I compare it sometimes with Enterprise because I think Enterprise is more than the sum of its parts. I think Voyager is so much less. I did a whole review of it. Go and watch that, or listen to
Look
that,
what we
or
found
read that
in the
even.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm having a little look around.
that's okay.
That's Neelix.
Hello, Neelix. What do you think of Neelix?
I have no strong feelings either way about him, to be
I
honest with you.
like Neelix. When once they got rid of his underage girlfriend, I really liked him. Um,
Kess or whatever her name was.
Kez, yeah. I like.
Kez.
I actually got a bit emotional in his final episode. It was quite sad. Um,
Um,
yeah.
we have been specifically told to go to the holodeck, visit the astrometrics holograph display, and to retrieve security access codes. It
Why? I
doesn't tell us
thought.
where to do these things.
I thought we
I
were.
happen to know that astrometrics is deck 8 and the holodeck's on deck 4.
I thought we were doing a tour.
No, we go around at our own leisure.
Okay.
So deck 8 astrometrics. The fact that I
Yeah.
know this shit is crazy, right?
Well, yeah, so
We've noticed we've got our tricorder.
we're going to see Harry Kim and taunt him about how he hasn't got a promotion.
We might be able to do that. This is a cargo bay. That's not where we want to go.
Is
We took a wrong turn. There is a
what's-
map, but it's quite low resolution. Here we go, the astrometrics.
Naomi Wildman, is that the name of the little girl who hangs around with 7 and 9?
Don't know.
Oh, cool.
Borg. These are a creature from the game.
That's cool.
That's a creature from one of the game.
What's
levels.
oh, you can fight Hirogen.
Yeah, you do bump into. Actually, they're not only Hirogen, they're Hirogen from that alternate universe.
Oh, well, the mirror universe.
Yeah. And you see some species 8472 as well.
They were wasted.
New Earth. So yeah, no. So there's a whole thing. We've done that. We've done the one job it wanted us to do. And look, there's a figurine.
Oh.
Now we have a figurine. 1 of 9 figurines. Well, I can't wait till we have 7 of 9.
Tee hee.
Yeah, I can't believe she's only a crewman. So what I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm gonna say to you, pick a deck.
Deck 2.
Deck 2. That's where we started.
Where's the bridge? Deck 11.
Actually, tell you what. Let me go to deck 9 quick, because I think that's where we get the security codes, and then we'll have more free roam of the place.
Okay.
I think that's where we get the security codes. Just trying to work out where we are. We want to turn this way.
Yes, I do.
Nope,
I
wrong way.
do love Star Trek, and Voyager is one of the weaker series in my opinion. It's got some good moments. It's got some good characters. I like the Doctor. I like Janeway. I like Tuvok.
Obviously, we've met
Yeah, I like.
a few Star
Yes,
Trek
we
people.
have. I like much to my chagrin, or chagrin. It was before I was interested in Star Trek, so it's sort of wasted on me. But
I think I've gone to the wrong place.
yeah, I like. Actually, that's probably about it, really. I like Neelix as well. The theme tunes. It's got the best theme tune out of all of them.
I know I'm quite fond of the Enterprise one.
Yeah, that grew on me. To be honest, I became rather fond of that. Certainly Voyager's my favourite.
Is it down here? Is that where we go?
I think
to?
DS9 might have the weakest theme tune in my opinion. It's alright because everything else about that show is fucking great.
I am quite fond of DS9. It's been so long since I've done this, so oh my god.
We're in the engine room. Or the core. Or
I've got my fucking security codes.
Yeah.
There we go. Right then. Right, so you wanted to go to the bridge.
Yeah, please.
Right, let's go to the bridge. And then from there I'll take you on a little tour of the ship.
Yeah,
best I
well, okay.
Well, and that's the whole point of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not at all. But now that we've got the access code, it's going to be easier for us to do that.
Would you like a topic?
Yeah, whilst I get us to the bridge, why not?
Okay.
And even beyond that.
Bear
let's
with.
talk about it.
Well, there's been, last time I talked about that weird royal conspiracy theory regarding Kate Middleton.
Yes.
There have been developments.
There have been developments.
So on Mother's Day, which was Sunday just gone, well, there's a bridge. Hello, Chakotay.
I met him.
Yeah.
I shook his hand.
Robert
I made him
Belcher.
laugh.
Yeah, I think he's an arsehole.
This is Janeway's room.
Hello, Janeway. You should have been a lesbian.
Maybe she was.
Pretty bold of you to walk into a fucking ready room.
Yeah, well, you think that's bad? What I'm going to do next? And I hope they don't freak out on us. Oh, I did blow it up.
Why the fuck? I mean,
I thought it was gonna.
not you. Janeway should have been on that. She could have.
Yeah.
She could have called it off from where she was standing.
Yeah. Anyway. Whoops. There's the ready room, obviously.
Also, why is there a button? They in the TV show, as
One
demonstrated
A, two B.
on numerous occasions. Yeah, it's like that. Picard. There's an episode where Picard and Riker do their thing, and there's like a long string of there's like a code that each one has to say, and they lock it in for like self-destruct in 5 minutes time. Authorization Picard 728473A whatever.
Captain Proton.
Yes, that's a good episode too. I like that Bride of Chaotica one. That's fun.
So
Yes,
that's the bridge. That's the whole bridge. We're finished.
lovely. So there's a.
Pick another floor.
I don't care. Do what you want.
All right.
There's a on Mother's Day, which is Sunday just gone. Kate Middleton. Well, a photo was released of Kate Middleton and her three brats, and you know it was nice and all, and then it was pulled, and the official. And people were a bit confused because there was an official statement saying this from like the press association saying it has been altered, so we're pulling it, which I guess is just part of the course. And people looked into it, and it was like weird little Photoshop things. I don't know whether you're aware of this.
Yeah, I'm very aware of it.
Um,
It's one of a few royal stories I
yeah,
haven't given any
like
interest to it.
you know, the kids' arms did that thing that you know they do sometimes in badly Photoshop things, or in even AI images where they sort of phase into the surroundings. So a little while later, a statement was put out, ostensibly from Kate Middleton herself, which said, like many amateur photographers, I often use Photoshop to enhance things. Everybody immediately went, what a load of horse shit. She did not do this. No fucking way. And yeah, obviously. Um, so the plot has thickened considerably.
Are they not admitting that she's done it then? Are they not? They're not acknowledging that it's her.
Well, that's what they said. They said it was her.
No, but like the people, general people.
Oh no, people, and I agree with them. Because why would like you know the wife of the heir to the throne take her own photo and then sit editing it? She obviously fucking didn't. people
Biden?
are people are well. I think it's remarkably unlikely. Um, you know, to the point of a certainty that it's horseshit. But people are criticising their PR team because they've made a real bungle of this because they've only added to the mystery and made it seem even more, you know, confusing and what the fuck is going on here. I think a statement was put out that she had like an abdominal surgery and was recovering from it, which you know is the truth, I should say. But they've handled it really badly and just fed the fires of conspiracy. But something else that caught my eye, is that are you familiar with Stephen Colbert?
Yeah, I am.
Well,
Massive Lord of the Rings nerd.
yes, he made a joke on his show about Rose Hambury. Do you know who that is?
No.
That is apparently the um, the lady who pegs Prince William.
Oh, okay.
He referenced that, and I know you don't think that's important
Hmm.
because it doesn't seem important, but the fact that a woman widely apparently known by like the establishment and the press, they just haven't published it because they're like that with the royal sometimes. Widely known to be the Prince of Wales's mistress, has been sort of outed by an American talk show host. So this thing has sort of broken containment. This story, which you know is a fucking disaster for the royal
It is a bit.
family. Um, their their PR team has seriously fucked this. They should have just said she's ill, she's going to be out of commission, but no, they prioritise their little weird bubble of privacy over common sense and have allowed rumours to fill the vacuum. Um,
The daft bastards.
frankly, it is rather nice because I don't like William and I don't like Kate, and it is rather nice seeing them get a bit, you know, fucked like that. Hi, Tuvok.
Softest hands I've ever touched.
I know you said.
I know. It's the one thing I remember about meeting him.
I think he gives a great performance. I know some people
This
disagree.
is-
I like him.
This is the locker room for the Hazard team, which is what we are. We're a second squad leader in the Hazard team.
Oh, that's
This
good.
is our locker.
Do you have like is it sort of gameplay where you can command troops to follow and hold?
No,
and,
they just generally follow you. But the AI is quite good on it, considering it's a game from when it is. and we can open all of these because we have a command controls now.
Is that not... That computer voice isn't Waxala, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Just got a poster.
Oh. That's a shame. Marjorie...
Yeah, I know what you
Margelle,
mean.
Margelle Barrett. Majel Barrett?
Shell.
I
Or
don't
one
know.
person with one name. Oh, the grenade launcher. We now have a grenade launcher.
Lovely.
I'm not going to use it. Not just yet. Ken Beesman. Huh. Ken.
Hang on, go back.
Austin. Hang on. And Oviedo. Yeah.
Go back to Elizabeth Blaird.
Yeah?
Her name was Ben Laird, not
I
Blaird.
know. It's weird, isn't it?
Oh.
Hang on. When are we doing now?
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird that I didn't mention all of it. What else we got here? We got the basic area where Perfecto Oviedo. Perfecto Jesus Oviedo. Jesus, I didn't realise that.
Gosh.
We've got a bunch of weapons from the game. So we've got the
What-
stasis weapon, phaser, compression rifle.
What's your favourite ship
In
in Star
Star
Trek?
Trek? Well, I mean, I'm quite fond of this one, but only because I've wandered around it.
That's fair. I like the TNG Enterprise. That's my fave.
Like I know my way around this ship for the most part. Like I found the computer core, didn't I?
Mm.
And I've not played this game I've literally not done that in like 15 years,
Huh.
if not more. And I knew where it was. You want to transport some stuff? We can pretend to be Miles O'Brien for a minute.
Yeah, go on.
Energize.
Mm. I wonder, was that a promotion or not a demotion exactly? But was he moving up
Sideways, I
or
think.
down in the? Because he went from working on the flagship, albeit in a what was he? What was he on the? He was transporter chief, wasn't he?
Oh, it's a brig.
Which presumably comes
yeah,
with
he was.
more responsibility than just pushing buttons. But then he was chief engineer on DS9.
That's definitely an upgrade. That job, I would say.
I suppose. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but apparently there's a joke in Lower Decks that Miles O'Brien is the most important man in history.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. There she is, Elizabeth Laird. These people are all playing
Poker.
some sort of game.
Well, presumably it's a reference to TNG, where they play poker.
I think they've all got the same cards. Yeah, he's just put down an ace of spades, and she's got an ace of spades.
Oh my god.
He's got an ace of spades.
This reminds me of that episode of TNG where
He's still got an ace of spades.
I think it's called Cause and Effect, where is it Cause and Effect? I don't know, but time keeps repeating itself, and Kelsey Grammer is in it. They have to figure out a way to break the cycle, and they realise because they're playing poker and they get deja vu.
We're just wandering around. My favourite level in the entire game takes place in this area of the game. You are having to repel a bunch of aliens from the ship, and you explore this bit that you've previously not been able to get to. We're in Juliet's quarters.
Naughty.
And Austin Chang.
I'm still recording.
One of the things they really did here is they made logs for each of the characters from their perspective.
Oh god, that sounds a nightmare.
Well, no, but they're things that take place between. This is a post-mission log, so this is their opinion on what happened just after what I believe is the second mission. Yeah, this is the one. The scavenger base is the mission where we meet the evil universe people.
Alright, the mirror
Universe.
They're not
So
well. What's the mirror universe version of the Hirogen like?
I think there's only really one of them, and he's a hunter.
Well, that was their deal
He's
in
hunting us
Voyager.
down.
You would
Yeah,
assume...
well, that makes sense then, because
Well, yeah, but the entire point that things are different in the mirror universe. Like,
well, I mean,
the Federation's
know.
like this fascist superpower. In the mirror
There's
universe, you expect the
there's one
Herosian to
of
be
them.
like farmers or something.
Oh, it's Chell. Oh, I love Chell. Chell's one of my favorite people
Why?
because he's such a
Is
pessimist.
he in the show? I don't think he
I
is.
don't know. I honestly don't know.
He
I've not
looks
watched very much of
like
it.
the
it.
barber on the Enterprise.
He's one of these guys who someone talks about how he would have liked Murphy because of Murphy's Law,
Ah.
and yeah, Ken Beesman does. But, spoiler alert: one of the people whose rooms we've been in dies in the story.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, we're in Telsia's room. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
There should really
Oh,
be
she's
a
been writing
window.
about
There
us.
should really be a window in these rooms.
Well, the thing about these rooms is that they are facing inwards.
Ah.
You know, they're not as important as we are.
I know. But,
We're a lieutenant by the end of the story. We're an ensign at the moment.
maybe
They're
one
all
day
just
we'll be
crewmen.
a captain.
Maybe we end up working with Picard in the second game.
Oh, do we? What's
Yeah,
the context for that then, eh?
there's a big old issue going on, and we are involved in helping it. Shall we go see who's sick?
Is the issue the Dominion War?
No,
I don't like Cisco on that bed.
I think it was Ken
Well,
or Les.
speaking of Ken,
I'm just Ken.
well done on predicting a lot of the Oscars wins.
What, Oppenheimer?
Yeah,
What can I say?
it's up the
I know what I'm
board.
talking about.
I did very well. Did you watch it?
No, I've got better things to do.
No, I didn't either. Um,
Oh, hang on. Spoiler alert. No? I'm sure there's going to be a bloke that comes out of this. There we go.
what's his deal then, eh?
Oh, he dies in the story. And
Oh,
he was
what?
just hanging out in the morgue.
Oh,
Beesman in morgue.
is that just a Easter egg type thing?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, yeah, I didn't see the Oscars. Honestly, I'm just curious what they're going to do for the 100th one. That's coming up.
It was Les Foster. He takes a beating. The Borg get him.
It does look. He does,
Ah, it's the Doc.
yes, it is.
Oh yeah, I think there's a point in the game where he's got his armband thing on,
Oh, what
so we can leave.
the hollow? Is it the hollow emitter?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it, probably after that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's got a hollow emitter on.
See, that's one of the good things about Voyager. I like the stuff with the Doctor, and one of the things I really like about one of the things that's like guaranteed to make me like an episode of Star Trek is if it progresses the universe somewhat. And Voyager does that because they return to the Alpha Quadrant with a shit ton of technology and new information, and like holographic rights are beginning to become a thing because they figured out how to, the Doctor has sort of become sentient, and there's lots of questions about life and things like that. So that's all interesting.
Guess whose room this is?
Uh, Balana? Was it Balana?
Yeah, it is Balana.
I don't really. Yeah, she wasn't one of my favourites. She bores me a little bit. Tom Paris is fine. Harry Kim is okay, I guess. But yeah.
There's an office. I don't know whose office it is. Oh yeah, so that's the big bad spaceship
All
that we
right.
are fighting against. That's part of it again. That's a ship that we go to for the first proper away mission. That is a ship that we go to so we can fire a giant laser at an enemy ship.
Lovely.
That's how we get into said spaceship. That's where the Terrans live.
This
Remember
is
you
like
spoke?
watching a slideshow of your friend's holiday.
That's Isidesium.
Yeah.
That's our disguise when we go to the
Uh
Toy
huh.
Sleepover. That's for Herogen.
You don't have to show me everything, you know. I'm a bit bored by all this.
It's a Klingon.
I know. Yeah, I know.
All right, what's that?
I don't fucking know, and I don't fucking care. Hmm.
I'm trying to show you around. You
I know.
said you might be
I like
interested in
being
it.
shown around stuff, but I can't relate to stuff that's game only.
Well, I did want to do the game first, but you were like, just have a look at it.
Oh, that's all right. We
Whose room is
can
this?
definitely do the game.
Chakotay's place.
Ugh.
No, it's piss on his bed.
It's very Hollywood Native American stuff.
Why has he got a Chelange? It's not even that, really, is it?
Because he's the second officer. First officer. First officer?
I know he's a member of Marquis and a traitor.
Yeah, he and Balana are the only ones left because the Cardassians bombed the shit out of the Marquis
Oh,
bases. Speaking of Kardashians, that was one of the documentaries I watched. I watched a documentary called The House of Kardashian. And
Okay.
let me tell you, it is abundantly clear to me that that is a family built on a brutal double murder and a sex tape. Prune juice, Worf will be happy.
I mean, this is Janeway's room.
Alright. But,
She's got a fucking
of
sword.
course she does, she's fucking badass.
That's her bed.
She took that
Got shit on it.
admiral position as soon as she fucking could, though, didn't she?
Well, you would, wouldn't you? After 7 years
Put me behind
stuck
a
in
desk,
fucking
for
the
fuck's sake, I never want to go to space again.
you would be tentative about
Yeah.
going back, but considering what they did was a routine fucking run. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
he has got. Oh, he has got a bed.
Yeah, so I watched The House of Kardashian, which is a Sky documentary.
Hmm.
You know, that was good. What's her face? Who's the lady in charge?
Kim.
No, the other one, the older one, the mum.
Don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look this up now because it's bothering me.
Why did he want prune juice? Ugh.
Kris
Oh, he's
Jenner.
got proton goods.
Yes,
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Kris Jenner's the smart one. I mean, it's ironic, really, because she started her when she was a teenager. All she wanted to do was marry into money, and no, all she wants to do is rule the fucking earth. Well, she just wants to make more and more money, and that's about as far as it goes.
Isn't that everyone's goal?
No, I mean, at a certain point, you've got enough, surely. But
You'd hope so, but
no, it's just keep going, just keep consuming. Never stop. Never ever stop. A dynasty that lasts 1,000 years. Kris Jenner's 1,000-year Reich. Anyway.
oh, this is my quarters. What do I order? Oh, I've got a man after my own heart.
I
Coffee.
would. You know what I'd like to try?
What's that?
Kanar.
Okay.
Oh, you're next door to Neelix.
7 of 9 collector's plate.
Oh, fuck, it's a weird thing to
Yeah, it's
exist.
a bit weird for
All those
Neelix.
action figures as well and the poster of the game. It's a bit weird.
Well, it's the whole point is like this is a fun. You've won the game. Let's have a little look around.
Mm.
Treat yourself. Do it in your own leisure, rather than because it's quite limited in where you can go during the course of a game. We went into the mess hall already. Let's just see what other rooms there are that we can get to before we go around the other side. Because obviously some of these rooms there's not much.
Have you
point
got a
going.
topic?
I can do it, Shafik, unless you.
Go on, give us a topic.
Have you seen that there is going to be a new Fallout show?
No,
By which I mean a show about the video game series Fallout.
not a show where they fall out.
Well, I mean, some people will fall out at some point, I'm sure.
No, please continue.
Well, I'm quite a big fan of the Fallout series. Don't know if you knew that about me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And it actually looks like it might be half decent.
Oh well, that's
Which
you
know
setting you up for a
shouldn't be-
fall out.
It really is, isn't it? Oh, ha ha ha! Truly, your wit knows so few bounds. I just fucking wish it would. Right? There's no one on the other side. Why would we not? So anyway, yeah. Very weird. 1, Yeah, we hang out. Not hang out. We see a few people. Walton Goggins is in it.
Who's he?
Google him. It'll be easier than trying to explain.
Walter Goggins.
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins.
Oh, Voyager social
He
events.
sound. Oh, I know who he is. It sort of sounds
Yeah,
like the name of the guy who was in the Bond films as the head of the KGB.
we've got a Hamlet performance on March 28th,
Oh, lovely. We have to
29th, and 30th.
make a note for that.
We did sadly miss the Baccarat tournament.
Oh, cock and balls and piss and fanny.
Why have we had it? There's only one. Sorry, there's only three birthdays in here.
Maybe they
Celsius,
did a whip round and basically they're the only two who want to celebrate them.
Celsius, ours, and the captain's.
Obviously.
Oh my god! Look when her birthday is.
May 20th. Oh, is that canon?
I don't know.
Have they done their homework on that, or have they just pulled a date out of their arse?
Google it.
Incidentally, you may notice, viewer, my Discord profile picture. It's of Q. It's actually from
It
a
is.
Voyager episode.
Oh,
I saw a trailer for a show I thought was actually quite interesting.
okay.
I hang on. Yes, that's canon.
You,
May 20th, 2336 in Bloomington, Indiana, or something.
oh well.
Yeah, it surprised me actually. I think it was on Channel 4 or Channel 5. Must have been Channel 4 because I was watching Frasier this morning, or a bit of Frasier. Um, the premise was that four celebrities are basically pulling the strings on this reality TV show and trying to help this guy win. It's called something like The Underdog. Basically, their
Okay.
objective is to make sure this person wins, and presumably they can pull strings from the background. And the guy is unaware that he's being assisted. I think they all are. That sounded interesting to me, actually.
Yeah.
As a game show, I thought, oh, that's may well be a rare win. Um, yeah.
I'm rather looking forward to watching this Fallout one. I've not been excited about a TV show for a while, but I've got the Bad Batch, which is the second series of a Star Wars
Yeah,
show.
the clone thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm waiting until they finish the series before I start watching.
Is that
it, 'cause otherwise I'll
animated?
It is animated, yeah.
Huh.
I think we can eject for warp core.
That's not a good idea, but do it.
Oh no, I just shut it down. Never mind. Is it down here?
Is Bologna going to put it back online?
I think it is now. Oh no, I've got stuck. There we go. I'm sure we can eject it.
What about that console? Will that console not do it right in front of the warp core?
Maybe. No. That's the security one. That's the one that we used. That's the one we used. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Hmm.
It's like as I've said a few times now. It's been like 15 fucking
Yeah.
years since I've done this, so
Hmm.
my memory's a bit hazy. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to. I want to watch a Bad Batch as well, and then obviously the other one. So yeah. Sorry, carry on as you were.
No, I sort of finished that reality TV show, that Underdog thing.
I keep thinking I should play Fallout again because it's been a while since I played them. But the third one just doesn't hit the same way anymore,
Well,
and the fourth one's a bit depressing as a father. Do you know the story behind the fourth one?
you have to strangle a child. I don't know.
Your kid, well, you're put in as part of your vault that you go to. You're put into a sort of like a sleep chamber thing,
Yeah,
and then you
a bed.
wake
yeah.
up. Well, no, it's like a
Stasis
it's
pod.
cryogenic freezing thing, but you're sort of sat up in it, so you can see what's going on outside.
Mm.
And whilst you are woken up at some point, you discover that you watch your wife get killed, your son gets stolen,
Yeah.
and you spend the rest of the game trying to find your son, on the
Yeah.
assumption that he is still your son, no, it's like he's still a child. What you don't realise,
He's been-
unless you're an idiot, if you're an idiot, that is, because I mean I clocked it fucking straight away. But what you're not meant to realise is that actually your son is grown up because you fell asleep again.
Oh no.
So he is an old man,
Oh,
and you're still your age, and you spend the whole game trying to find your son. And as a single parent or solo parent, I should say, that's quite a tough subject for matter for me at the moment.
what, your child aging?
Well, no, not that, but like the idea of missing out on all
Stasis?
that time.
Oh, right.
Like that's a tough thing to go through
Yes,
emotionally.
I guess. I don't
Pardon?
know. I try not to get emotionally attached to living things. They
Is
only
that why
let
you
you
don't like
down.
me?
No, I sort of imagine you as sort of this big ungainly marionette thing. That helps.
Oh, okay. But no, I mean, it's a good game, and there's a lot to do in it. A lot of people slagged it off, but actually, it's not all that bad. I quite liked it. I'm trying to work out trying to remember how we get to what do we call it?
Holodeck?
No, I know where the holodeck is. It's in here. We'll go there now. Trying to work out how you get to deck 15 because I can't really remember. Maybe we go through the transporter. Maybe that's it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we go through the transporter actually. Yeah, that one.
I thought we were going to the holodeck.
I got distracted.
Hmm.
There we go. Deck 15.
What's on?
This is fun actually. It's not fun, but it's interesting. Not that one. Not that one.
Is this the part? Is
Not that
this in
one.
the show?
I don't know.
I have a vague memory. Is that a thing?
This is the room where the bloke controls the landing gear. He just lowered the landing gear.
Lovely.
This bloke in his log, he talked about being so fucking bored. It's no idea what
Oh,
he's going to do.
maybe I
Chakotay won't tell him what he needs to do.
think that maybe is an episode where Janeway there's like three young recruits and she takes them on the wing, and I think one of the guys is in a room on his own and he basically just does maths problems. Is he on deck 15? I don't know. I can't remember.
Quite possibly. Janeway won't tell him what he's meant to do. He don't know what he's meant to do.
Sounds
Still nothing to
fucking
do.
great.
I would, he's decided he's going to make a video game, which we can actually play. So let's go. Oh, hang on. Can we go through here?
I think that would be fun, to be honest. You and me do it in a room like this where we have to do one thing every 3 days or something, and it's very menial, and we can basically do whatever we want in the meantime, and nobody cares. So you're playing a video game inside of a video game.
Yep. We need a weapon. We need to locate a weapon, Ben. So we don't have a weapon. Run!
Yes. Whoa.
Difficulty, of course, is that the will do that thing, don't they?
They adapt.
They adapt.
So
They
you
improvise, they
yes.
adapt, they overcome.
You can kill one of them with a weapon, but by the time you killed one, the second one's figured out what's what and has adapted, which doesn't seem to be the case here. But
Oh, it will be.
okay, well, I suppose it's a video game, isn't it, canonically? So
We'll have to get the iMod. Obviously, there's a second gun there.
I remember. Have you seen that thing on? I think it's on.
There we go. It's adapted. I've adapted.
It's on Twitter, I think, or on Tumblr. I saw it on Reddit, but this
Everyone's
person,
on fucking Twitter these days.
this person was on the Star Trek fandom on Tumblr, but also on the Star Wars fandom, and they posited a question: who would win in a fight between the Death Star and a Borg cube?
Okay.
And naturally, the Star Trek fandom said the Borg cube. Star Wars fandom said the Death Star. So I think
the smart answer is that it depends on how long the battle lasts and if it is only one of each.
well they went to the it might have been the Stargate fandom. The Stargate fandom basically said the Death Star would blow up the Borg cube instantly, but it wouldn't be able to do it again. And everybody was basically happy with that answer.
As they should be.
Because it's the right one.
No, not that way. Fuck! I fucked it.
You silly sausage.
I've got to do a running jump then, which is not something you do in any other part of a fucking game.
It's like when they
And
give you when you do Half-Life and they teach you how to use the long jump pad or the long jump
yes,
module.
that came up in a
And
fucking video.
you don't use it ever again until you get to Zen.
It literally came up in a video that I watched the other day, a crochet video, a Yahtzee one.
Yeah.
It was talking about the lost art of the tutorial level.
Mm.
I think it was.
Well,
Because it's not something that you see very often these days, a tutorial level. It tends to be
No.
integrated tutorials as part of the gameplay.
Yeah, well, yes, but in Half-Life it is a training course, in universe training course. I've often played through Half-Life and thought, if I had a long jump module right now, I could just skip like half of this level.
Yeah.
Would you like another topic?
Fucking hell, that made me jump.
Ah, oh, you got Unit
Species
420.
8472.
Yeah. Like another topic?
Yes, please.
So, we heard about. Have you ever heard a guy called Clive Palmer?
No, I don't think I have.
Well, Clive Palmer is an Australian billionaire who is somewhat eccentric,
Aren't they all?
which is the best type of billionaire, I suppose. He built a golf course with lots of dinosaur statues, so that was, whimsical. But one of the ideas he's had for a while now is building a replica of the Titanic.
Okay.
Now, this was, I think about 10 years ago, he was talking about this, and apparently the Chinese were going to build it, but it fell through. And recently, he said, we're still want to build this replica of the Titanic. He says it's going to set sail in like 2 years or something. That's the time frame. It could only come from a mind charitably described as eccentric, really, because it's a terrible business idea, and I'll tell you for why.
Because we all know how the Titanic ended.
Well, so there's people who are going to want to go on it, obviously, but they're like Titanic buffs and fans of the movie. There's only so many of those. Eventually, you're going to run out of them, and what you've got is a shitty cruise ship. Because by modern standards, the Titanic was pretty fucking pokey. Like, even first-class passengers had like shared bathrooms.
Oh.
Obviously, there's going to be like modern safety stuff is going to change a lot. Obviously, the lifeboats, but in terms of like the layout of the ship, that's going to be changed too. So essentially, he's building a sort of replica of the Titanic that isn't going to make a lot of money, and it's probably going to have to be scrapped after like less than 10 years, I would imagine.
Serious question. Is it about as accurate replica as the one that we played in Left 4 Dead?
No, I think the intention. Is that really a serious question?
Well, it's more serious than you would think.
It's a the intention is to be 100% accurate, which is not going to happen because you just can't. Those corridors are fucking pokey on the Titanic. Those rooms are small. It's all fun and games until you need to wake up at 10 o'clock at night for a piss and have to go on a 5-minute walk to the nearest bathroom, and 6 people are already in the line.
We did it.
Yeah. Well done.
We won the game. We won that bloke's game that he's been spending however many Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Jeffrey Dishler, more like Jeffrey Dahmer by the time they're finished.
Is that?
We've just done his job. Anyway, sorry, carry on. Ben?
Sorry, I'm searching this guy.
Okay. Do you want me to keep his name here so you can see it?
No, it's a he's a game only character. I thought that name sounded familiar, like that guy in that episode I was talking about, who's in the room doing maths problems, but it wasn't. Anyway, yes. So this is a bad idea. Even if it does take off, it's people have very romantic ideas about the Titanic, but while it was state of the art in luxury for the time, it was not, very, very easily outclassed. I mean, there's that photo, I don't know whether you've seen it, of a modern, like the Princess of the Oceans or something. Princess of the Seas. compared with the Titanic, and it just fucking dwarfs it. Um, where are we in the holodeck?
Tranquil Gardens.
All right, that's nice.
Would you have a holodeck?
Oh God, yeah.
I would too.
I don't think I'd ever leave it.
Is it Boothby? I just saw a bloke around here.
I would very much be like Barkley and have a fucking full-on addiction. Who's that then?
Boothby.
Oh, he's the guy from the academy
He is indeed.
that everybody
He's disappeared.
knows.
Yep.
Maybe Janeway
I-
comes here for advice when she's not talking to Leonardo da Vinci.
I don't like the sound of that. Clever girl. This isn't tranquil anymore, Ben.
Did I tell you I was writing a book about a Titanic replica?
I don't think.
Well,
you
it
did
was
tell me.
it was based in part on Clive Palmer's idea, and I did a chunk of it, and then realised, I didn't really have the passion for the idea. I didn't think I could pull it off anymore. I was happy about it. The entire point is that the billionaire was obsessed with the Titanic and was going to sink it so that he could die on board the Titanic.
Of
He
course.
sort of romanticised it, and I comments on sort of the changing face of wealth in our modern age. Like there were influencers on it. There were a lot of rich people who would, cosplaying as Irish peasants.
But you would, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you wouldn't, but
Why the fuck is my mum asking me to wash dishes after she's been away? She went last Friday and she's saying,
It's very
please can you put the dishes in the dishwasher? And it's like, I did that day one. What are you talking about? Crazy woman. Anyway,
wow.
yeah, but I'm not too sad by the fact it didn't really go anywhere. I was very happy enough with it, but I think one of the lessons you learn when you're writing stuff is that not every idea is a goer.
They are if you're committed enough.
No, so sometimes it isn't meant to be, and that's fine.
Just like
I love of what?
our love affair.
Oh right, that yeah.
It's
No,
just not meant
well,
to
keep trying. Maybe I'll relent one of these days.
be. What,
Yeah,
relent and
I
give upon your emotions and start trying to seduce me.
I've
No
got
thanks, Mrs. Locke.
yeah, I've got a lot of writing projects that never really went anywhere.
Me too.
They were at various stages. That's fine. That's nothing to be ashamed of. That's just the natural process. Not
Past the
everything.
firing range.
Not well done. Not everything you write is going to be a thing, and you just got to keep trying until you find your thing. And I found my thing, and I've been working on it, and it's going bloody well. Thank you. Oh, lovely. We're doing Dr. Chaotica. It's black and white too. That's fucking dope.
And we got the proton gun.
Yeah. So, are you controlling the programs, or is it cycling through them?
I picked which one I went on.
Lovely.
So I'm working through them manually. Oh shit, I fell.
Yeah,
That's what I get for running.
there's a little bit of lag at this point, I've got to say.
Ah. 50s sci-fi.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting what they take from what the Star Trek universe's idea of old fiction is. Because they've got like classical music and Shakespeare and whatnot, but they don't have anything like Jaws or anything like that. There's no big modern blockbusters that seem to have stayed the course. And I think it's mentioned in the original series that theatre is like basically a dead art, which is strange.
I mean, it is now, to be fair.
Not really.
It's deader than ditch water, mate.
I mean, it's still considered. It's not been completely eradicated from culture. It's not like there's only a couple of acting companies left in the world doing theatre work.
How am I meant to get down through here?
I think given that basically every actor worth talking to considers theatre like the optimal acting experience, sort of suggests it's going to be around for a while. What's that question exclamation mark in the top right corner?
That's something at your end
Right.
because I've not got that. What am I doing? How am I getting this?
The stream
fucking
you're
door open?
viewing currently has reduced video or audio quality. This may be due to network conditions.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the issue's my end, but the exclamation mark's your end.
Don't look at my Reddit.
I can't see your Reddit.
I was talking to the audience.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at your Reddit. I don't know where the bloody control panel is for us to do this thing.
This is the worst Star Trek episode ever. Tom Paris would have found it by now.
Tom Paris probably wrote the program.
He did. He loves this shit.
Yeah, shit is the operative word.
No, it's fun once you. Well, it's not my idea of fun, but I feel like it
Right,
would.
so I've done that.
It would be fun to have a holiday and do it with your mates. I think. You know, you and me.
What,
and...
like Bashir and Miles do?
Yeah, you and me could do stuff like that, couldn't we?
Yes, we could be fighter pilots.
Yeah.
War.
What would we do?
But I would want to be an Armstrong and Miller style fighter pilot.
Okay. Can I be your girl back home?
No.
No. Okay, fuck you.
No, that's exactly the point.
Oh.
How delightfully droll.
Well, why don't you just jump?
Because that'll kill me.
No, it won't.
You know
See?
what? It didn't. I thought it would. Get sniped, bitches.
Well, I suppose we could do. Well, Lord of the Rings might be a fun one, but we'd need more in our party.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You could be Bronn, and I could be Bronn.
You know, there's a theory which is actually quite cool that the Game of Thrones TV show is. You familiar with Westworld?
Oh my god, I fucking killed it. Yeah, I am familiar with
The
Westworld, loosely.
Basically, the TV show is basically the Westworld experience, and Bronn is the tourist.
Yes, I have. I think
Bronn is paid to be in a Game of Thrones experience, and living his best life. I'd do Westworld.
I'd probably do Westworld, but only because of the robot hookers, right?
Would you go to Wild Westworld or Roman Westworld or what's the other one? Night Westworld. I'd go to Roman Westworld, I think.
I'd go to all of them. Why not?
Well, yeah, let's do it. You and me.
Westworld. Ben and Jordan on an adventure.
Yeah.
To Westworld. But what about Eastworld?
I can't go to Eastworld.
Well, that's disappointing.
Not after what you did to their pool.
Is that a horrible?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't use it though. But where's the? Oh.
Yeah, we could do a Game of Thrones thing, or I don't know.
We could do a Lord of the Rings thing, but we wouldn't necessarily need to be more because we could be Sam and Frodo without the sexual tension.
Yeah.
Or with, if that's what you prefer. But I feel like you'd rather.
By without the sexual tension, does that mean we're just having sex?
No, it means that we're not
sexual
in any way
tension.
attracted.
We're just doing.
We're not attracted to each other. And we're not pretending we are.
Okay. Well, yeah, we could do.
I'm a sniper.
That would be. Well, we could record it and make videos out of it that would still get no views.
Not only that, but actually, we could go to a place and clean it up with mops.
Oh, fucking riveting!
Hey! But we could pick all sorts of stuff to have to clean up, like after the events of Alien, like the actual film.
Yes,
you'd do that.
We could clean up. You clean up a saw trap room.
Yeah,
like,
you do that. That'd be vaguely interesting.
Bloody hell! I've stood another eyeball.
Oh, they really do splatter, don't they?
Where's
I really should put some shoes on.
Where's the other half of this heroin addict?
What's going on with this knobhead in his head?
I don't know. He looks like Kiadi Mundi. Or maybe he's just wearing a helmet.
He is a fucking helmet. I need to grab this because it's my health.
Yes, I think that would be fun.
We could do a Star Wars thing and a Star Trek thing.
Yes, we could. I think, yeah. Or we could do Left 4 Dead and shit ourselves.
No, we wouldn't shoot ourselves because we've got the safety
Well, we
zone.
could do Left 4 Dead, but to make our four, we could choose one person, additional fictional character each, within reason.
Bron!
I would choose Worf. I think Worf would be good.
This is a good day to undie.
Yes.
I think Wolf is in. No, maybe it's not Wolf. Yeah, I think Wolf is in the second one.
He pops up in
And
everything.
he does. Him and Miles are everywhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was in all of TNG and like the latter chunk of DS9.
Yeah, he got married, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and then she died.
And then she didn't want to be married anymore. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Well,
It's not really her anymore.
Jadzia died in the wrong episode, incidentally, because another episode where they're on a mission and she's injured, and she insists that he leave her behind, and he doesn't, and as a consequence, they fail the mission. And I think it would be more interesting if he had left her behind and she had actually died. But instead, it's just Gul Dukat who zaps her because he gets possessed by the Par Wraiths. And then
Because I can't even say it. He wasn't actually that bad a guy in the grand scheme of things.
well, the episode I watched yesterday, or the main one I watched yesterday, was after he started masquerading as a Bajoran, and he's seducing Kai Wynn, because all he cares about at that point is just destroying Bajor. And he spends much of the series talking about how, basically, for those of you that don't know, the Cardassians occupied Bajor for like 70 years, and he was essentially the governor of the planet. He's like Hitler to the Bajorans, and his argument, despite all the beatings and the genocides and the whatnot, is that it could have been a lot worse, and that basically he did his best and he protected them, and they should be grateful because there were a lot of people who were asking him to wipe out even more Bajorans, and he resisted. And one of his big sticking points is that there should be a statue of him on Bajor. And by the end of the series, he's so pissed off with the Bajorans that he's just decided, fuck it, I'm going out my way. I'm making a deal with these Bajoran demon gods, and I'm just gonna wipe out the entire fucking planet and see how they like that. So yeah, he was a bad guy, I think.
Actually, you know what? It's funny. I've just remembered. Rene Aubergenois
Yeah,
played Odo.
Rini Aubergine. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah, he was in an episode of It's Always Sunny that I watched yesterday. He played a drama teacher,
All right.
and who has become jaded because he was old.
Yeah.
And I saw him and I thought, fucking hell, that's him.
Yeah.
What's Odo doing here?
We loved him. He's dead now, but he was great. And poor poor Nog's gone too.
Nog died.
Yeah, Nog died. Yeah, poor guy. And yeah, do you know the guy who played Rom was actually like a semi-professional baseball player?
I did not know that.
Apparently he was. There's an entire episode where they play baseball in the holodeck against some Vulcans, and he's laughably bad. That's one of my favourite episodes too.
I mean, that's probably why it's so funny, that one.
It is funny. Yes, when Cisco, who is obsessed with baseball, is trying to get the DS9 team to get in the spirit, and everybody's going, yeah, do it. Let's kick their asses. And Worf just goes, death to the opposition, and that's very funny.
Yes.
I fucking love DS9, man. It's so good.
It's the only one I've seen all the way through.
It is fucking excellent. Like
Look at the robot.
Oh no! Yeah, oh yeah. He was in the episode.
Jesus Christ, he hit me for 9.
I feel like they reprogram him in the episode.
Well, I mean, it's a holodeck, so.
And they make him a good.
It's also
guy.
surprisingly easy to kill.
Well, it's supposed to be. It's fun.
Well, also I had it on normal difficulty.
All right.
Let's do the last one, a Klingon compound.
Oh.
And then I think that's pretty much everything we need to worry about doing.
Are we not doing the porn one?
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that.
I can't imagine there isn't.
I don't. No, there isn't. There's only the 4. I mean, the closest one to the porn one is probably the aftermath of the one that we just did.
All right. Is our guy horribly asexual? Not horribly, rigidly asexual.
No, I mean, there's a love interest in the game.
Do they do they sleep together?
I think they kiss, but I mean, it's Star Trek, isn't it?
Uh,
Patak. You bring dishonor on your house. Jesus Christ, mate.
I was thinking today about in DS9 because Worf has a brother, right? A Klingon brother, and in
Right, naturally.
DS9, Worf's going through a bad phase where he's been like excommunicated or exiled by the Klingon High Council, and of course this means his entire house is dishonored, including his brother. Um, and there's an episode where his brother wants to die because there's no honor anymore, and he feels disgraced and can't stand it. So
Yep.
they wipe his memory, and a friend of Martok, who's an old Klingon general, adopts him. And then by the end of the series, Martok is the Klingon Chancellor, and Worf is like in his inner circle, having been a pivot, killed the last Chancellor, and is now like a major player in Klingon politics, and has more than won his honor back. And you just think that brother of his really should have stayed the course,
Oh, yes.
like Denise Crosby. Do you know about Denise Crosby?
No, I do not.
Denise Crosby was in the first series of the Next Generation, which was not
Mhm.
well received or any good, and she quit partway through. And then TNG took off in a big way, and she spent the next 6 seasons trying to get back on the gravy train. Um,
As you do.
she just play. She comes back as a character in a really good episode actually, and then she ruins it by coming back as that character's daughter. It's like, for fuck's sake, Denise, just leave it alone.
It comes to the point where that ship has sailed.
Yeah, she did make the Trekkie documentaries, which looked at the fandom, which I should probably watch those again because, as I say, I fucking love Star Trek.
I'm killing these Klingons left, right, and centre. They ain't got no hope. They ain't got no honor.
Well,
You ain't got no balls, Mr. Klingon man.
if you had any respect for them whatsoever, you'd be doing the Klingon death yell.
I can't remember that.
It's a yell that Klingon warriors do when one of their number dies, and it's designed
It's not the
to.
Wilhelm scream, is it?
No, they just sort of scream into the sky. It's designed to let those in the afterlife know that a great warrior is on their way. It's a warning.
Oh. Look out. Keeps about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what I meant to do. I think I meant to be getting in there. I'm not 100% sure how. I don't think I've ever actually done this before. If I have, it's not something I distinctly recall very much of.
Klingons are
Oh,
dope.
shit. Oh, these ones are a bit weak.
Hmm.
Oh, fucking hell, he's running at me.
Would
Can't sneak up on me, motherfucker.
would you like another topic?
Do it, do it, do it.
Fair. You heard about this? How many have you got left? You got a fair few, haven't you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you include the Formula One.
Okay. Well, I'll
But that's
save.
fine because yeah, we'll be finished with this very shortly.
Well, I'll save my last big one for the next video then.
Okay.
Did you hear about this island referendum?
No.
Okay, so essentially, there was a referendum in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, basically proposed an amendment to their constitution that revolved around like sort of like gender roles. Like some of the language was basically um, the definition of the family was sort of 2.5 kids and a man and a woman and whatnot. It's sort of woman's places in the home, etc., etc. It's sort of very archaic view of what a family is, and
Okay.
they suggested that this be amended
That's
to
understandable.
more, not even like liberal or progressive, just sort of open it up a bit more. I think one of their things was, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was sort of tipping its cap to a family structure that is sort of cohabiting adults with a child or whatever, things like that. People who aren't married, etc., etc.
Yeah.
This thing had the backing of, I think, every major party. Basically, every political party in Ireland backed this thing. Um,
Mm.
it was a stunning failure. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the exact details on this because this was interesting. Uh, bear with, caller. Probably should have done this before I started.
Probably, but it's all right. I won't hold it against you.
Well,
I don't know how we
in
get on.
fairness, I didn't expect to fucking record your shit. Um,
Well, neither did I. I expected it to just work, but actually, it turns out.
okay, so it was a.
Where's the exit?
Okay, so it was an amendment to two parts of the Constitution: the Family Bill and the Constitution Care Bill.
Mm.
Um, replace references to women's life within the home and the constitutional obligation to endeavour to ensure that mothers shall not be obliged by economic necessity to engage in labour to the neglect of their duties in the home, with a new gender-neutral article on supporting care within the family.
Okay.
Um, as I say, massive support from all the parties involved.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they wanted to change the article to insert the words whether founded on marriage or on other durable relationships. Um, let me see.
Yeah.
Essentially, just wording changes. Really, the state recognises that the provision of care by members of a family to one another, by reason of the bonds that exist among them, gives to society a support without which the common good cannot be achieved, etc., etc., etc. All the, it's a semantics thing, right?
Yeah.
So the results were, hang on. So for this, the family bill, 67.69% against.
Oof.
For the care bill, 73.93% against. Now, before you say Ireland, what an awful backwards lot, um, it's been suggested, and by suggested I mean stated outright and agreed to by basically everybody, that this was not like, it wasn't the fact that everybody who voted against it did so because you know misogyny or sexism or anything. They did so because the wording was apparently very confusing.
Oh,
Not
okay.
just confusing, but like it opened itself up to interpretation. It was a bit sloppily and needed to be tightened up considerably. So this wasn't the Irish people saying no, we don't agree with amending this specific part. It was the way you've done it isn't right, and let's go back to the drawing board on this. Um, it's hugely embarrassing for the Irish government. Every fucker in power signed off on this. Every party, Sinn Féin and all, they all signed off on it. All thought it
Mm.
was great, and the Irish people went, "Hang on a minute, we need to take another look at this," um,
Do
which
better.
which I think is great. Because as I say, obviously there were some people who were like, who voted against it for because they thought it was woke. Um,
And people don't be liking woke.
yeah, the majority of people voted against it because they saw issues with the wording. Um,
I I just want to let you know we've got one last thing we're going to do before I'm ready to finish this. I
okay,
need you to tell me if we're going to the mess hall or if we're going to the bridge.
why do you need me to tell you that, and how am I going to know?
I want you to pick one of those and we'll go there.
All right, take us to the mess hall.
The mess hall.
Are
Oh no,
we
carry on.
are we assassinating Neelix?
We're going to assassinate Neelix.
Are we,
It was either Neelix or Chakotay.
no, Chakotay.
Okay.
I like Neelix. We'll put Robert Beltran out of his misery. Robert Beltran?
Again, I made him laugh. So
I have heard, and I don't know whether this is true. Robert Beltran hated playing Chakotay because he was given fuck all to do, and you can tell from his delivery he's really not into it. Bye. Um, he hated playing Chakotay so much that he and his agent kept trying to negotiate higher, fees, like ridiculously high fees, right? And every single time the studio signed off on it, so he just kept getting paid more and more and more. And every time he was like, "I want this ridiculous amount," in the hopes that they would say no, and they said yes.
Well,
Robert Beltran was trapped. I don't know whether that's true, but who knows? So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Ireland referendum. I think they're going to have another crack at it, but it is very, very embarrassing. You have anything you want to say on that?
no, I think you've covered it all quite nicely, and I have nothing really to add.
No, you shot Janeway.
Shooting everyone. I've taken a lot more out this time. Oh, they actually killed me this time.
I think that would have been an interesting episode for Voyager if one
What?
of the
Someone went batshit.
yeah, if one of the crewmen just fucking snapped and
You
started.
killed an innocent crewman. I killed the fucking captain.
Yeah, she's not innocent. Yeah, that was for Tuvix. Do you know Tuvix?
Vaguely.
Um, yeah, that would be an interesting episode if a crewman just went fucking postal.
Oh my god, I didn't get the shit for hurting her.
Jesus, Janeway, maybe she just came out like an annoyed parent. Yeah,
What's on this?
it would have been interesting if they'd done a crew member going on a shooting spree, and it's like, okay,
I think the closest I've seen of them going, like having something like that, is when they had the It was the episode with what's this? When we had there was one where they had to go through like a nebula, and Seven of Nine and the Doc were the only ones who could really stay
yeah,
around.
that's a
That
great
one.
episode. But yeah, if they had that shooting spree episode and then they arrested the guy, and it's like, do we execute him? That would have been interesting.
Um, well, remind me on your next video because I've killed him again. It's fine. Take me away, boys.
I actually watched a You better say what you want me to remind me now.
About space lasers.
Okay. Um.
That's it. Write it down.
so so. Um.
What did Chow make you laugh at?
Yeah, amusing.
I love him. It's brilliant.
Actually,
Over the course of a series, we'll get to know him a bit better.
I watched a documentary about the. You know where that phrase "going postal" comes from?
Post workers finding weapons in deliveries and using them.
Close. In the 80s and 90s, there was a spate of post office shootings. It was caused by the fact that the post office, as usual, was bad management. Apparently, one of the things they did was berate people they wanted rid of, who weren't meeting their quotas. And believe it or not, some of them fucking snapped because it was America. And there was a machine that was really monotonous to use, and it like fucking destroyed you mentally. But it was really kind of interesting because they talked to people who were at this post office shooting, and basically everybody was trying not to speak ill of the dead, but they were like, yeah, if I he let's just say he got the right people, and
Oh Jesus!
things like that. And one of the on like the memorial plaque, one of the names of the manager was like defaced. So yeah, I'm not sympathizing with the shooter, but well, no, but I'm not sympathizing with the shooter. It's just, you know,
To wrap this up, would you like us to kill Chakotay one more time?
have we even seen Harry Kim?
You know what? No, we saw his office quarters.
Have we even seen
no,
Tom Paris either
Oh, he is. He was in the. Tom Paris was in the
in the hangar?
in the hangar. Yeah.
That's
I
right.
know where Harry. Oh, there he is. He's right there.
Oh, shall we promote him to official harp shiner for the Angels?
We did. Oh, hang on. Can I get into the? No, get out of the way.
Are you trying to
Oh
escape
my
now?
god! I wonder if I can get. Oh no. Okay.
Hmm.
That was worth a shot. Who's come to see me today? I wonder.
You killed Harry Kim. Well done.
You get a promotion.
Now I get to be innocent. We all move up in the ranks. That's how it works.
All right. Let's call it.
All right. Well, thanks very much
So
for joining us.
yes, if we can get my, yeah, why not? If we can get it working, I'll record the series. We'll do the series, and if not, then I'll talk Ben into recording it.
I'm probably not going to do that.
Oh, we'll find a way.
Okay. Night.
Bye, everyone.